back then there was no IG. I think a lot of people fake it. And I think that's one of the reasons why you have now didn't you break 15 million?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
15 million on Instagram. And I think that those are the moments that now I appreciate because we are able to capture it and share it with the world, because those are things that no one else would ever see.
I'm not like so many other bodybuilders, and I don't want to be like other bodybuilders. And it's just something I ran with. Yeah, I don't know.
I've been doing this for so long, and I feel like what's really, really different is Chris just turned 28, right? Mm-hmm. It's a whole different generation versus when 20 some odd years ago when I started doing this. I coached my first athlete 30 years ago. I started turning people pro 2001 was my first overall USA winner. And it's back then there was no IG. There was no, even, I don't even know if YouTube was around then, but if it was just in its infancy and nobody really focused on it.
You didn't have a Calvin in the bushes off to the side capturing everything that's going on.
No, there's been times in the last 10 or 15 years where there's people been around me. They're like, you should do this. And I'm like, no, I will not do this. It's going to be a distraction. It's going to be this. I just don't want to do it. And we've had stuff where people have had people in the background, but not to this degree, right? Where it was like, even getting ready for the show, I would see some of the things that he would post up on YouTube and the full day eating and this and that and all of these things. And again, I think a lot of people fake it. They just go, okay, this is just a random full day of eating. He literally, and that's what I think that what makes you special to your audience is the authenticity. And I think that's one of the reasons why you have now didn't you break 15 million?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
15 million on Instagram. And is it how many million on YouTube?
2.9.
2.9.
Almost at 3.
Almost. And after this week, you'll have 3 million people.
Maybe at the end of the month.
We get a couple of those Calvin videos of the barbecue that he wants to put up there.
Yeah.
The Fred Flintstone barbecue fest.
Well, I remember you mentioning that to me. I remember you saying that there was a couple moments you were saying I didn't even know that was captured. And then you see it in a video and you're like, I didn't even know that we were rolling at that time. I was just talking to Chris. And then it's
Did you know okay, this is one of the videos. The video that Calvin shot of us in the room.
The one I asked you about.
The one you asked me about before which I do appreciate you asking me. It was during the finals. It was right before the finals. And we were in the room. Did you know he had his camera on?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I had no idea. And he would talk to me after. He's like, yo, I know, no, you guys you didn't see I had my camera out, but I filmed this and it's really cool. I think we got to put this in because this was a really real moment and people are going to be like, fuck, this is a shit, you need to share this honest, real fucking shit, what you go through. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And he's showed it to me. I was like, God damn, I had tears coming up in my eyes when I watched it again. I was like, yeah, I thought it was really cool, but I had no idea what was going on. No,
and afterwards I saw it too. And then again, my instant thing is just, hey, maybe I don't want to share this because if you watch it, you know that I don't know the camera's going on. Again, I didn't think you did, but I go, okay, so I think about it, I go, Calvin, that motherfucker. He fucking put Calvin, that's you. He's sitting across the room right now, so I'm talking crazy shit about him. So he put record, he puts his camera down, and we're in the back green room while Chris is basically before he goes on for the finals. And he records it. But we don't know we're being recorded, and he kind of sets the camera up on a mantle area, little shelf, and walks away because I told him turn off the camera. Fucker, no, he put the camera down. He's right. He's like, oh, I think you said put the camera down. You didn't say turn it off.
Yeah, he turned it on and put it down.
Yeah, he turned it on and put it down. And I think that those are the moments that now I appreciate because we are able to capture it and share it with the world because those are things that no one else would ever see. And I think, again, almost 3 million people on YouTube, 15 million on Instagram, seeing those things and creating that thing. Is that how you've always been with everything, or is that something you also had to get comfortable with? Because
I'm still uncomfortable with it at times, and that's still a battle I have, and Calvin knows it better than anyone. That it is it's hard for you. It's still hard for me to manage everything that's going on, and then also understand that there's content is a big piece of it, and there's a video and you're on camera, and it's still stressful at times, and I'm still getting used to it, I think. But it's something where my whole life I have an inability to be fake. I can't. Like someone, you asked me to act or something, even purposefully, I can't even do it.
So are you saying you're never going to be an actor?
No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't like be something I'm not. So like, and I don't know, it's just, I started to share a little bit more on social media in the past. And that was when I really started to get popular. And I was just like, fuck, like, I'm not like so many other bodybuilders, and I don't want to be like other bodybuilders. I might as well just show who I am, and whatever happens will happen. I'm not going to be some hardcore, intense guy who doesn't understand what losing is. Can't even say the word losing because it's taboo. You know, I know I'm going to win. I have full, you know, I don't feel like that all the time. I don't go into Olympia feeling like I'm going to Phil Heath and crush people's dreams. You know, that's not who I am.
Right.
But I can still win. I can still win Olympias, and I'm still doing it, you know? So like, why not share the truth behind my mindset and that I'm still getting here, and people who aren't like Phil Heath can be like, oh, fuck, like I don't have to have that killer mindset and I can still be the best in the world. That's just how my brain operates, is the way, you know, everyone's different. So I think just sharing that and people connecting with me and understanding that I'm human and normal is something that has allowed my following to be really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something I ran with. Yeah, I don't know. My parents always just raised me to be who I am, and I am who I am, and it's worked so far. So why not?